Hey guys, what is up? I am Rosie, and I thought that I would try something a little bit different. I love music, I love talking about music, I love learning about music, and when I watch different reactioners comment about YouTube videos, I'll see them trying to discern the lyrics of the song, and a lot of times they're wrong about it, and sometimes commenters will be like, well, what's this song about? Or what do you think this song's about? And I thought that I would try to tackle a few of the songs I've heard them talking about and trying to figure out. And since today is April 5th, it is the 17th anniversary of the death of Layne Staley, lead singer of the band Alice in Chains, I thought I would talk about a few Alice in Chains songs. Now, of course, I'm not going to play their songs in this video, not even a clip of them, because my videos do not get monetized. I don't have the numbers in viewership. I don't have the numbers in subscribers, so I'm not monetized at all. So I just thought I'd just talk about it, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, the first song I wanted to talk about was Man in the Box. Man in the Box is about censorship. Jesus Christ has been censored in television shows. In the past, you'll see the words Jesus Christ in the subtitles of a show, and they'll have the J and the rest is blurred out, and C and the rest is blurred out, and then they will beep or just phase out the words so you don't know what's being said. But with the J and the C, of course, you know that they're censoring the words Jesus Christ, and so that's essentially denying your maker. Layne Staley said in a 1992 Rolling Stone interview, "I started writing about censorship around the same time we went out for dinner with some Columbia Records people who were vegetarians. They told me how veal was made from calves raised in these small boxes, and that image stuck in my head. So I went home and wrote about government censorship and eating meat as seen through the eyes of a doomed calf." Jerry Cantrell said, it's basically about how government and media control the public's perception of events in the world or whatever, and they build you into a box by feeding it to you in your home, and it's about breaking out of that box and looking outside of that box that has been built for you. And one time on Facebook, I had this friend, he's no longer my friend, but I posted the song on there, and he was like, I can't like this song because it's anti-Christian. And so I looked it up at that time, and I told him that the song was about censorship, and I couldn't believe how, just because how some lyrics sound, people will get these false perceptions of what a song is about, and they'll just make up their own reasoning or their own definition of what a song means instead of looking it up and trying to find out something for themselves. So when I told him what the song was really about, he was like, oh, well, I feel more comfortable about it now. Thanks, Roz. And whatever, you could have looked it up yourself. It's online. Okay, the next song is Heaven Beside You. Heaven Beside You is one of my favorite songs from them, and it is about Jerry Cantrell's former girlfriend. I'm not going to name her because I don't know if I'm at liberty to do that, but you can look it up. It's on Wikipedia. You can look up what her name was. But it said that she had been his girlfriend for 7 years, but he wasn't able to be faithful to her. He kept cheating on her. He said that she was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen in his life, and he also said that he still loved her, but he was too much of a fucking wolf. Kill, attack, move on. And it's so tough when you're so used to being hard, you can't tell an oak tree to be a pine. Okay, Jerry. But anyways, it's about the failed relationship that he had with his girlfriend of 7 years. He wasn't able to be faithful to her, and it was his way of trying to talk to her and explain his side of things, and I guess reconcile himself with what he was doing to her. I don't know, but yeah, it's about a failed relationship. The next song, Rooster. It is about Jerry Cantrell's dad and his experiences in Vietnam. Jerry Cantrell said in the liner notes for 1999's Music Bank box set collection, "It was the start of the healing process between my dad and I from all the damage that Vietnam caused. This was all my perception of his experiences out there. The first time I ever heard him talk about it was when we made the video, and he did a 45-minute interview with Mark Pellington, and I was amazed he did it. He was totally cool, totally calm, accepted it all, and had a good time doing it. It even brought him to the point of tears. It was beautiful. He said it was a weird experience, it was a sad experience, and he hoped that nobody else had to go through it." And if you listen to the song even mentions Jerry's mother, Gloria. Gloria sent me pictures of my boy. So, and then you watch the video, and it sort of reenacts some of the trauma and hardships that they went through, seeing your friends die and get blown up, and oh gosh, I couldn't imagine going through something like that. I could not imagine. I wouldn't want to imagine. One time when I was in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, some recruiters for the Army and the Navy came to my job, and they would ask me to join the military, and that was something that I didn't see for myself. I remember the video for Rooster at that time, and I remember some interviews that I'd seen, and television shows and movies, and then I remembered the war that had just happened a few years before that, the Gulf War, and joining the military just wasn't something I saw for myself. I always admired my cousin for joining the Navy. My dad was in the Army. He had a brother that was in the Navy. And I always admired them, but it was just not something that I wanted for myself, because I knew that mentally I would not be able to handle it. Probably not physically either, but it just wasn't something I saw for myself. And Rooster was just a piece of the reason why I knew I couldn't make it in the military. The song Grind. That song was written by Jerry Cantrell about the different rumors about the band at that time. The first lines, "In the darkest hole you'd be well advised not to plan my funeral before the body dies," were about the rumors that they had disbanded, and there were lots of rumors about Lane Staley dying at that time. You know, he was still alive then. And they were just running rampant rumors about them, and they just got tired of it. And so in the Music Bank box set collection liner notes, Jerry Cantrell stated, "That was pretty much at the height of publicity about canceled tours, heroin, amputations, everything. Thus it was another fuck you for saying something about my life" song. And I can see that when you listen to the song, that's basically what it is. I love that song. I love listening to that song. It's so badass, the groove of it and everything. I just love it so much. And Jerry said that he would see something else said about Lane Staley, and he would call him and say, "Hey Lane, in New York they're saying that you got another 2 fingers cut off," and Lane would be like, "Oh yeah? Cool." So yeah, that's what that song's about. It's about the rumors that the band had to endure, and it's a big middle finger to them for saying it. So yeah, I tackled some Alice in Chains songs. Rest in peace, Lane Staley. Alice in Chains has always been one of my favorite bands, pretty much ever since they came out, them and Soundgarden. And I just wish that Lane had lived. I wish that he could have gotten off the heroin and everything. And man, I just hate that he's gone. But I hope that these definitions and stuff of these songs have helped you some. And I'm going to do some more of these if I can. I'll think of some more songs to talk about and put out another video when I can. Until then, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I love you very, very much, and bye for now.